Start with the good part. 3-on-3 basketball uptown this afternoon, and a play inside a house that seats 10, both at the end. But first, this is CLT Daily. I'm Steve Babulis. It's Saturday, August 22nd, your independent daily briefing for the Queen City. Today, if you've gone looking for food uptown after midnight this summer and found nothing, that's not an accident. The carts were told to close by a rule nobody you elected ever voted on. Here's what happened. Since June 15th, food carts in the Tryon Street vendor program have had to shut at midnight. They used to run until 3 or 4 in the morning. That rule didn't come from City Council. It came from Charlotte Center City Partners, the nonprofit that runs the vendor program, at the request of Charlotte Mecklenburg Police. The stated reason is late-night safety. And to be clear up front, Center City Partners runs that program, and setting the hours is inside its authority. Nobody broke a rule. But the people it lands on had no vote and no hearing. The Halal Food Cart at Trade and Tryon is the one everybody knows. Its manager, Wace, told WFAE sales are down about 40%, and he's cut employee hours. His words, "Why would you come and shut down a small business?" Another hot dog vendor just stopped operating. A petition to reverse the rule has about 1,400 signatures. Now the safety case, because it isn't empty. Center City Partners Chief Executive Michael Smith said, quote, "We have seen a positive impact with this temporary midnight closure because this change reduces late-night loitering in Center City." And the police district covering uptown reported total crime down 23% in the first half of this year, violent crime down more than 30%. Those are real numbers. Here's the problem with using them here. The first half of this year means January through June. The rule took effect June 15th, so it was in force for about 2 weeks of a 6-month measurement. Whatever drove that crime drop mostly happened before the carts were closing early. That's not an accusation. Nobody claimed the carts caused it, but those are the numbers in the air around this decision, and they can't tell you whether it worked. And that matters, because temporary here has no end date. City officials say foreseeable future. An email to vendors talked about standardizing hours at 7 in the morning to midnight, which isn't a temporary closure. That's a permanent schedule. One more thing worth noticing. This city spent August arguing about a 9 o'clock curfew for teenagers on the grounds that fewer people out late is safer. Now it's closing food carts at midnight on the same reasoning. Different people, same instinct. All right, here's what else you need to know today. The one I've been waiting on. The Charlotte Mecklenburg School Board votes Tuesday on releasing parts of the Crystal Hill investigation. Everything it can legally release. Look at what's on that list. Communications, process, timeline, methodology, lessons learned, and costs. Costs. Board member Charlita Hatch, who asked for the vote, wants them to release everything that we legally can release. Personnel details stay sealed. If it passes, a report comes September 8th. School starts in 3 days. And a contrast. Last week I told you the state made its license plate reader program permanent with less public reporting than the pilot required. This week, Asheville's council is moving the other way. A resolution to end its flock contract early and pull down 11 cameras a year before it expires. Mayor Esther Mannheimer said the concerns are legitimate enough that it's time, though note, they'd consider a different vendor. It's a vote against flock, not against cameras. And the clock, 44 days until October 5th, when Charlotte decides on the I-77 toll lanes or repays the state. Still nobody saying how much? Now, as promised. The BIG3 is at the Spectrum Center today, 12:30, 3-on-3, former pros, 1 afternoon. And the one I'd clear a night for, which I told you about yesterday. Dauntless, an ode to 2916, 10 people at a time inside a small blue house in Enderley Park. It runs through the end of this month, and then it's gone. Tickets through Humanitix. Good food on Montford, 7 days. That's CLT Daily for Saturday, August 22nd. I'm Steve Babulis. We'll be back tomorrow. Same time, same city. Until then, Charlotte, take care of each other.